Hi guys, it's Robert McGowan here from Practically Free Porsche, and today I'd like to talk to you about the best value Porsche 911, and that, in my opinion, is the 911 Type 996. Now, I should say that all Porsches are good value, but the 996 in particular represents especially good value, partly because it's probably the most unloved 911 in history. So prices are really cheap, and they have been for a long time. The 996 has bottomed out depreciation wise, and they're actually starting to climb just a little bit. So why is it unloved? Well, there's a few reasons for that. First one is probably because Porsche went from air cooled to water cooled with these cars and the engines, and a lot of people didn't really appreciate that because people preferred the air cooled technology in the earlier 911s, and to go water cooled was a step too far for some people. Plus, there was the issue with the fried egg style headlamps. 911s usually had the round headlamps, so to go from that to a kind of different design turned a lot of enthusiasts off as well. Top of that, there was a few reliability issues with some of the cars. Some of them had problems with the intermediate shaft bearing and with the bore scoring, and both of those problems, if they occurred, could be very costly to either replace the engine or have it rebuilt. It's a kind of inherent design flaw with these range of cars. But the actual numbers affected are hard to say. It's probably about 5% of all cars. Fairly low numbers, but that's not much of a comfort to you because if it happened to your car, again, very expensive, turned a lot of people off, so it became unloved. But then I'm old enough to remember when Porsche 964s were unloved as well, because of leaky engines and mass flywheels and things like that, problems. But nowadays, those cars are very much loved. And I suspect the 996 in time is going to go the same way. But right now, they're still in the bargain basement league. And if you haven't driven one yet, I'd highly recommend that you try it. The 3.4 puts out with 300 brake horsepower. It gets to 62 in about 5.2 seconds, top speed of about 174 miles an hour, plenty fast enough. And the 3.6 litre engine's a little bit faster again. These cars feel great. Out of all of these 996 types, in my opinion, the C4S is the one to watch. It's got that beautiful wide body taken from the turbo, and it's got the turbo brakes and suspension. And it's a really beautiful looking thing. In fact, I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see for yourself. So here we have the 996 C4S. I mean, look at it from the front. It's just a beautiful looking thing. It's got the turbo later style teardrop headlights, which I think are actually really nice. And it's a kind of quirky design, I would say. But then 911s are quite quirky by their nature anyway. And I think in the future, these cars, people will look back and think, you know, that's a special car. I mean, but look at it. It's just a gorgeous looking thing. And if we go around to another view, oh, look at that. I mean, look at the back of it. It's got that beautiful rear reflector, sort of a design hue from the earlier air-cooled cars. And that's got to be one of the prettiest back ends of any Porsche, again, in my opinion. And the fact that they're so cheap just now, I mean, you can buy one of these cars in the UK, you can buy a good one for about 15 to 20,000 pounds. Absolute, you know, it's a steal for that price. When you think about it when compared to a 993 C4S or a 997 C4S, these cars are much more expensive. And, you know, it's hard to tell where the money is compared to these other ones because these C4S, it's roughly got the same performance figures. And, you know, it's a very reliable car. If you are looking to buy one, I mean, if the car hasn't had the IMS done, then by all means do it and get it bore scoped. Other than that, you're really just talking about the standard type of thing with any water cooled 911, and that's like checking for things like radiators, corrosion, and air conditioning systems, and all the other kind of basic car stuff. Bodily, these cars don't rust as much as the earlier cars do, so corrosion is not really a problem. Just make sure you get one with a full service history, and even don't put off by the higher miles. You know, that shouldn't put you off with these types of cars as long as it's been properly serviced and taken care of. High miles is not an issue. In fact, sometimes higher miles can be a good thing because it shows you the car's been tried and tested. So, you know, the thing about the internet is that, you know, if something gets bandied around long enough, it starts to become the perceived truth. A lot of people think these cars aren't very good. It's simply untrue. My advice to you would be, if you fancy one, go and try it for yourself, right? I'm pretty sure you'll be impressed. And I mean, what's the worst that can happen? So, you know, you buy it, you don't like it, you sell it again, maybe in 6 months' time or a year, you get your money back. You can tick the box and say that you've had one for a year. You've not really lost anything. But I suspect that it probably won't come to that. What will probably happen is you'll buy it and you'll fall in love with it and it'll get under your skin like good 911s tend to do. And you'll not want to part with it. You'll realise the value in it. You know, it's astonishing value and it's definitely the one to watch. I think it's probably a future classic. I mean, people moaned a bit about the kind of Spartan interior. Now, the interior, you know, it's not very inspiring, but then it's a Porsche, it's meant to be driven. So these things are functional, it's like a little cockpit. And it is true to say the interiors were built to a cost, and the specification and materials used might not be the best, right? And, you know, they got criticised at the time for being quite dated quite quick, but they're now at an aging stage where they're kind of retro cool, and they're almost taking on that kind of classic appeal. You know, and they've got that kind of, they've certainly got all the magical DNA that are the ingredients that a Porsche has. It feels like an N11. It drives like, you know, it's a special car to drive. And for people to say these cars aren't, you know, real Porsches, it's really missing the point entirely. It's very, very much a real Porsche. And it drives so good, very, very planted, so comfortable and easy to drive, and quite easy to drive quickly. So, you know, again, if you're thinking about it, just go and try it for yourself and make up your own mind. I suspect that you'll be really impressed and it'll start a love affair with Porsche that could last the rest of your life, who knows. So anyway, I hope this video has given you some sort of general insight about these cars. If you want to hear more or read about any kind of more detailed stuff, by all means, leave things in the comments below and I'll do a little video in the weeks and months ahead. If you like what you've seen, give us a little thumbs up and subscribe for future videos. Come and check us out in my Practically Free Porsche group on Facebook. And if you're interested in my book, by all means, have a look at that. I'll put that in the comments below as well. So until next time, guys, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you later.